Costa Toscana is one of the huge Italian-built megaships, and she holds 6,554 passengers across 2,612 different cabins. On this ship, you'll find inside cabins, outside cabins, balconies and suites. And in this video today, we're going to look at the first three. So let's get started by looking at an inside cabin. This cabin is 5092, which puts you on deck number 5 of the ship. Now going into the cabin, the first thing that hopefully you'll notice is that the colours in here are so light and bright, and that in turn actually makes the room feel a lot bigger than it actually is. The other very quick passing comment I would make upon first entering is just look at the number of lights in this cabin. This is not a dark inside cabin that feels like it's got no daylight. Now on either side of the bed, you've got very budget friendly bedside tables. Now they operate basically as two shelves on either side of the bed, and on one side you've got your plug point. Now in terms of lamps, you don't have a lamp on either side of the bed, but you have one in the middle of the bed, and from that two reading lamps drop down. You've then got on the bed your towels, which if you don't return them you'll be charged for, plus some paperwork that you'll get on embarking the ship. Turning around here, you've got your desk or your workstation, which houses your phone, your welcome kit, some water, which is chargeable, and your glasses. You've then got a large mirror directly above the desk, a fruit bowl, which I never really figured out what this was for, but on my cruise it was empty the whole time. And then underneath, you've got one drawer that's got your hairdryer inside, then your chair that will pull out, and one more drawer over here. You've then got a small amount of open storage at either side of the desk area there. Now turning around slightly more, you'll see that we now enter the storage area in the room. In here, you'll find a double wardrobe. On the left hand side, you've got a floor to ceiling mirror, you've got lots of hanging space, and then you've got your life jackets up at the top. And along here is where you'll find your shelves and your safety deposit box. In terms of size of the safe, I couldn't fit my laptop in there, but my phone, my passport, my money, everything else would go in, no problem at all. Air conditioning, you can't turn it off, you can only make it colder or warmer, but on this ship I didn't have any issues with the aircon at all. Now let's look at the bathroom. First up, you've got your two hooks as you go in, and then some really nice open shelving on the left hand side as soon as you open that door. Going in here, you've then got a glass door, so no shower curtain, which is excellent, going in to your shower cubicle. You will see that a lot of the cabins that we're going to look at today feature a glass wall that takes you back into the bedroom, but that doesn't feature in an inside cabin, presumably because the logic behind it is that you would see the ocean, which you can't see from a room with no windows. Now going back out, that is an inside cabin. Let me know in the comments if you would like this room, and while you're here, join me and let's now move further along the same corridor on the same deck to check out outside cabin 5074. Now this cabin is very different to what we've just been in. You'll see as soon as we enter, there's quite a significant difference in size more than anything else. Now when you first walk in, on the right hand side, you've got your sofa area, you've then got your desk or your workstation on the left hand side, and then you've got your bed and your bedroom set up at the far end, which we'll talk about in a little bit more detail now. In terms of furniture, you've got exactly the same as what you've got in the inside cabin, where you've got your bedside tables on either side of the bed. One side has a plug point, one side doesn't. The lamp setup is again exactly the same, so you can see there's a lot of similarities in the cabin grades here. You've then got your TV at the very bottom of the bed, so perfect for viewing from inside the bed. You've then got your various bits of paperwork and your towels on there. And what I love, which we'll come back and look at, is that window seat on the left hand side. I think that's a really nice touch in this cabin type. Now looking at the sofa, you've then got a little tiny reading light just above that, which you can maybe see the blue circle there. And over here on your desk, you've got a large lamp, which you can't move. You've got your welcome kit, you've got your phone, and you've got your fruit bowl. Underneath the desk, you've got a little bit of open storage, And if we come around here, you've then got one drawer with your hairdryer, so exactly the same as in the inside cabin. And on this side, it's a drawer that you can do whatever you want with. On the side here, you've got your plug points. So you've got 2 USB, 2 European, and then there's a switch for the lights in the room. You've then got a huge mirror over on this side, and I really like this feature. You open it up, and you've got a makeup station, complete with a little mirror, and actually some pretty good LED lighting in there. So that'll be useful if you're looking to do your makeup before you go out, and you don't like taking up that desk area. Now in here, you've got 3 life jackets, because this cabin could accommodate 3 people. That would be 2 in the bed and 1 on the sofa. And over here, you've got your shelves. Again, identical to the inside cabin. So you can see straight away that whatever grade of cabin you're in on board Costa Toscana, you generally speaking are finding the same quality of furniture, the same layout of room, the same general setup. You've got your general emergency instructions on the back of the door. And now, let's look at the bathroom. Again, very, very similar to the inside. And then going in here, you've got your shower cubicles. So the shower is absolutely identical. All the fittings and the fixtures are pretty much the same, but you've got that glass wall that looks back out into the bedroom area. Obviously, you could then be in the shower looking out at the ocean. Now, final thing to look at is just that window seat. I think it's really well designed that you could set up camp there with a tea, coffee, hot chocolate, and look out at the ocean. Again, let me know if you'd stay in there, and join me up on deck number 9 to look at cabin number 9152. This is a standard balcony cabin on board Costa Toscana, so this is the most premium grade of cabin that we're going to be looking around in this video. If you are interested in seeing Costa Cruises suite category cabins, then head over to my channel and you'll find everything that you'd like to see over there. So in terms of how this cabin works, this is the most popular and most common type of cabin on a Costa ship. It essentially works exactly the same way as that outside cabin, where you've got your sofa set up, your desk set up, and your bed with your TV further across. So I won't repeat absolutely everything that I've said when we were in the last room. I think what you can see here is that, to be honest, what you're really paying for is that outside space in the form of your balcony. Every other element of this room, with the exception of a slightly longer, larger desk, is exactly the same as this cabin's outside counterpart. So if you're one who isn't a massive fan of getting outside space in a cruise ship cabin, then you could probably save a good bit of money by going with the outside cabin, because as you can see here, and as we say, it's exactly the same. Now, moving further over, you can see the TV isn't quite at the base of the bed, so it is on a bracket that you can tilt round. Personally, I would probably find that quite annoying on a cruise. However, I also appreciate that it is a bit of a first world problem. So yeah, not the end of the world by any stretch. Just to note here, again, you can see the furniture is identical to what we looked at in that outside cabin. Even down to the fact that the plug point is on one side of the bed. It just does not change. You've then got your makeup station. It is worth noting that not all balcony cabins on Costa Toscana feature this makeup cabinet, so just be careful which one you book. If you book over the phone, maybe just check if you are looking for that to feature. Just double check that the cabin that you're booking definitely does. From a storage point of view, there is loads of storage in this cabin. Certainly for me as a solo, I'm not sure how I would find the storage in here. If I had 4 people, it could be a little bit tight, but then I wouldn't say the storage in here is any less than what I would expect to see on any other mainstream cruise line. I do think for the price point that Costa are operating at, this is a pretty good, modern feeling cabin. Now going in, you can see that the bathroom is identical to the other cabin that we looked at on the outside of the ship. So again, You get nothing more premium, nothing extra in here by booking the balcony, even down to towel types, towel locations, glasses for toothbrushes, soap dispensers. It's all exactly the same. I think that, again, for the price point Costa are sitting at the moment, this bathroom is way more premium than what I would expect it to be. Looking at Carnival ships in the US, for example, the bathroom setups in there and the overall cabins do feel significantly cheaper than what these guys are offering for the European market. So really, really impressed. Anyway, that's a quick look round the cabin. That's a quick look round the bathroom. Let's now head out and think about what you're actually paying the money for. We'll close that over. This curtain, by the way, is just what you can separate the bathroom to the bedroom with if you are sharing with anyone that you may not necessarily want to see you in the shower. So let's head out and look at the balcony. There's a couple of really impressive ships out here as well, so it was lovely to be in port. You've got child locks up here, so if you are in the cabin with your children and you want to make sure they're safe while you're in the bathroom, then you can absolutely lock that door. You've then got 2 director chairs and a little coffee table, and directly opposite you've got the incredible MSC World Europa and also Costa Diadema. This video was filmed in Marseille, by the way, if you're trying to put the port together just by looking at it. Now over here, you've got your ashtray because it's legal on a Costa cruise to smoke on your balcony. Anyway, there's a quick look round, an inside cabin, an outside cabin, and a balcony cabin. Let me know what you'd prefer. Remember to click subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.